Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Steins Gate 0. And in the last episode, it seems that Kaguya herself is manipulating Moroka Kiryu for some unknown end. Even pretending to be Yugo Tanuji, or rather his CERN persona of FB, in order to gain her trust. But still, it is Saturday, it is the 25th of June, it is a very, very nice summer day. Temperature-wise, summer had come a long time ago. Unfortunately for Rintaro Okabe, summer brings nothing but bad memories, because a whole entire year ago was a year when an insane mad scientist, his reliable hostage, and his trusty super hacker inadvertently set off a chain of events that would ultimately affect the future of all humanity. In other words, it had almost been a year since it happened. Indeed it has been. And then one Saturday afternoon, in the crowd-filled streets, if I stayed home, not only would it be hot, but Dad would be on my case about helping with the family business. To get away, I'd come to the area around Ikebukuro Station. So we're not in Akihabara, we're in Ikebukuro. A year ago, I could have gone to the lab, but with Suzuha living there now, I'd mostly stopped going. But that meant it was hard to find a place to study on my days off. Lo and behold, we have vacation days. It was too much trouble to go to the university, and the classrooms probably weren't open on weekends anyway. So, after a lot of research, I'd settled on spending my free days visiting this cafe near my parents' home and spending a few hours there. Seems that Rintaro likes to frequent this cafe, and for some reason I'm getting an incredible sense of deja vu. In fact, a lot of the other patrons did the same thing I did, buying a single cup of coffee and sitting there for hours on end. Have we been here before? I feel like we've been here before, somewhere, somehow. I'm sure it's just my imagination, don't mind me. Some brought books, some brought computers. I chuckled to myself as I realized that I'd joined the rank of the other normies, so to speak. But we're not a fully fledged normie just yet, Rintaro. Oh, we got a line message. Can we have a look at it? It's bring up the phone, snazzy looking smartphone, and it's Mayuri. Where are you now? Rintaro casually drinking his cup of coffee. Usual cafe, right? I just went to your place and you weren't home. You did? Did my dad make a nuisance of himself again? It's okay, he gave me some barley tea. I still don't like tea. I have to go shopping. Will you come with me? Okay. Seriously ironic that you're using the Hoin Kyoma emoji there, Rintaro. And Mayuri responds with thank you. Okay, I'll leave now. Wait for me. So she went to my house. My family's business was called Okabe Greengrocer. It was a beat-up old store located in a rundown shopping street. The place was almost 40 years old. I really wanted them to rebuild it. Let's just sit here casually drinking our coffee. My mind had wandered. Mayuri was going to be here in less than 15 minutes, so maybe it was time to call it a day. I worked pretty hard during the morning, so it wasn't too bad. I was a little surprised at how hard I've been working lately. Things do change. I could feel how having a goal gave me energy. I needed to get to Victor University as soon as I could, with time, patience and effort, you will.
Victor Kondoria 大学か。
I was still in contact with Maho via email and chat, and probably also Ryan as well. She was evidently busy with her research because she was always sleepy. Although, she'd probably freak out if we saw her in such a disheveled state. I took out my phone. I found myself looking for a certain icon on the home screen. A little yellow icon that used to be here, but is now there no longer. But of course, I deleted it myself 6 months ago. Amadeus. Is Amadeus Kurisu doing well? Knowing her, she was probably coming up with some complicated theory or teasing Maho. It was also possible that she was visiting Ad Channel and hiding it from Maho. That could be very true. That's right. Amadeus Kurisu had internet access, so it would make sense if she accessed Ad Channel. But I wonder if she still has her old Ad Channel handle, KuriGohan And Kamehameha. But given that,
Amadeus ってネット掲示板に書き込んだりすることもできるんだろうか。
Could possibly represent a slight security risk for Victor Condria. Kurisu had spent a lot of effort last summer trying to argue with John Titor on Ad Channel. Of course, that was on the Alpha World line. That happened in the Alpha World line though. Indeed it did. Still, it meant that she was okay with posting. Now for those of you who haven't yet put 2 and 2 together and not gotten 5, or I meant to say that if you did add 2 and 2 together and didn't get 5, then you win a gold star, because Ad Channel was actually partially inspired by another message board site known as 4chan. But I would highly recommend staying away from that, because it will, to call it a morass is giving it too much credit. So there was a chance that Amadeus Kurisu was doing the same thing, basically picking up with her real-life counterpart left off. If only. By the way, they slightly changed Kurisu's Ad Channel handle in the anime, something about rice something or other and Kamehameha. If Amadeus had even temporary access to the network, then just maybe. I opened the web browser on my smartphone, and without really expecting much, ran a search for a nickname I knew I'd never forget. KuriGohan and Kamehameha. It was the handle that Kurisu had once used. I spoke without thinking. I bowed my head a little towards the other customers who were staring at me coldly. I looked back at my smartphone. Amazingly, the search turned up several hundred results. They were all comments on Ad Channel. I took a look at the dates on the results pages. The oldest dated back to 2008. Those must have been written by Kurisu when she was alive. I never expected to see traces of her here.
っていうか、投稿しすぎだろ。
Seems that Kurisu was very much the Ad Channel junkie. I didn't realize she spent this much time on Ad Channel. Her comments were spread out on a lot of different boards. Physics, mathematics, science fiction, oh, and of course the occult boards. News to me. For example, in the science fiction thread she had passionate discussions about time machines. But unlike in the Alpha World line, she never came out and denied the possibility of a time machine. Surprisingly, some of her comments seem to be quite the opposite.
いや、意外でもなんでもないか。
After all, she'd gone through all the work required to write a paper on time machines. Compared to that, her comments on the occult boards were brutal. She would absolutely crush the arguments of anyone who dared to propose anything even the least bit unscientific. Supernatural phenomena like crop circles, poltergeists, and spontaneous human combustion. Out-of-place artifacts, the Mayan Doomsday Calendar, which never really eventuated to anything. Conspiracy theories about how human DNA had been brought from another planet. She broke them down and refuted them with a cold thoroughness that even drove away her own side, and if anyone dared challenge her, she'd leave them flat on the canvas. Kind of reminiscent of what happened between Rintaro and Kurisu on the Alpha World line. It was just like Kurisu. Her comments offered so little room for discussion, it was aggravating to read them. Did she actually enjoy all this occult stuff? She put enough energy into this that I couldn't help but wonder.
いくらなんでも大人げなさすぎだろ。
You could actually probably give Moa Kiryu a run for her money. The first time I met her at last year's ATF, I'd gone through the same experience. But after a certain point, the KuriGohan and Kamehameha comments suddenly stopped. The cutoff date was July 27th of last year. The day Kurisu died. She died on the 28th. Her last comment was a slightly too heated response to someone who was mocking Dr. Nakabachi's time machine press conference. My chest tightened with the sensations of nostalgia and sorrow, because on this very beta world line, a certain ambitious, insane mad scientist by the name of Hoin Kiyoma dared challenge the vaunted Dr. Nakabashi by claiming that his own theory on time travel was none other than plagiarizations of John Titor, at which point a certain someone had entered his life. I decided to close the browser, but then I stopped as I saw her next comment. I brought the phone closer to my face and stared at it again and again. The date of the comment was December 1st, 2010. Wait. December 1st? Kurisu died in July of 2010. So this couldn't possibly be her. So who was it? Was it someone else who'd taken over the identity of KuriGohan and Kamehameha? Or was it... Since there was no trip code, I couldn't tell for certain. What is a trip code, I hear you ask? Allow me to explain. A trip code is an encoded string of characters that appears next to your name on the @channel message board. By entering your name as brackets name hash some word, you can cause some word to appear in an encrypted form. Of course, I've never really been much for message boards and forums myself. I think I'd just get lost in them. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't have anything relevant or useful to put in them anyway. December 1st was just after Maho and Dr. Leskinen had come to Japan, and also about the time that I'd encountered Amadeus Kurisu. After that, KuriGohan and Kamehameha commented at about a rate of once per week. So somebody has taken up that handle. Could it be Amadeus Kurisu? Or perhaps a certain someone else? I looked for the most recent comment. Apparently, there was a comment from the previous night. It was a discussion about relativity theory. She really did get foul-mouthed when she went on our channel. But then I realized that she said the same thing to me, face to face. If this wasn't some imposter, if this really was Amadeus Kurisu, what a miraculous and yet stupid story. Did Maho and Dr. Leskinen know about this, I wonder? Probably not. Amadeus Kurisu certainly wasn't going to tell them. I couldn't help but laugh. Should I try to make contact with her? I wanted to see if this KuriGohan and Kamehameha really was Amadeus Kurisu. And then I came up with a good handle. Salieri's neighbor. Of course, this was a knockoff of Maho's ID. If KuriGohan and Kamehameha really was Amadeus Kurisu, she'd have to notice it, right? Okay. Looks like we're firing all cylinders here. It's true that I thought that the original purpose was only to prove the existence of Aether, but you can't deny that it helped Einstein. As a result, you can say that it formed the base of his theories. And there it's posted. How about that? I wrote something deliberately provocative, and importantly, I'd mixed in some mistakes. Not to brag, but I thought I knew a lot more about Kurisu than Maho did.
あっさり釣られるはずだ。クリスならな。
Fishing, the act of catching fish, obviously, also refers to deliberately provoking someone on an anonymous message board, or typing in deliberately false information and enjoying the angry response. Oh hey, a wild Mayushi appeared. She did say that she was going to be on her way. At some point, Mayuri had walked up in front of me. Seems like you're wearing your hair in your usual summer style. I've been so busy writing my comment that I hadn't noticed. I hurriedly put the phone away and stood up.
じゃあ、行くか。
I have to check it eventually at some point to see if Amadeus Kurisu takes the bait. And yet it seems that Mayuri is upset about something.
どうした？
Very well then. Strange. Mayuri and I left the cafe. Mayuri and I met up and headed for Tokyo Hands. When I stepped into the air-conditioned store, I felt refreshed. Sorry. If it was this hot in June, I shuddered to think what it was going to be like in July or August.
それで、一体何を買うつもりなんだ？
Indeed, we're obviously going shopping here, so...
商品宣伝用のポップを作るんだ。だから、それ用のカードとか、蛍光ペンとか。
We're going to get advertising, eh?
今年はコミマで同人誌でも出す気か？
Something tells me we've already had this particular experience before.
岡部製菓店で使うんだよ。
Yes. It seems that Mayuri is wanting to spice up the establishment of Rintaro's parents.
なんだって？
My family business.
今日、オカリンの家に行った時にね、おじさんとそんな話になって。じゃあ、マユシーが作りますって立候補したの。
おいおい。
Yeah, that's a bit awkward. My dad could be such a jerk.
お前がそんなことする必要ないんだぞ。
でも、マユシーがやりたいからやっているのです。
Well, it seems that Mayuri is really enthused by this.
オカリンやおじさんおばさんにはいつもお世話になってるから。
じゃあ代わりに今度何かプレゼントするよ。
You should probably get something nice.
本当？嬉しいな。
Of course, Mayuri would probably like it more if it was something Uber related. I took a quick look around and saw that they were selling a lot of things you could use for advertising. I decided to mostly leave the purchasing decisions up to Mayuri. She is the one doing all the decorating. He spent quite a while deciding what to buy. But well, maybe because of all the time she spent at Make Win Yan Yan, her taste ran in the direction of cute and anime. Very suitable for a grocer.
こっちのハート型のも可愛いよ。
野菜や果物を売るのにハート型なんてどう使うつもりだ？
That, Rintaro, is a very good question. Such a good question that Mayuri is thinking long and hard for an answer.
例えばこんな風に書くのはどうかな。
It seems like she thought of something.
おっきな松茸くん。今夜のおかずに奥さんいかが？
I'm eternally grateful that Daru is not here right now. I'm so eternally
あと
grateful.
は甘くてとろりん。早く食べてね。ブレたメロンちゃん。
What I just said before. So glad that Daru is not here right
お
now.
前まさか知らないうちにダルに洗脳されたわけじゃないよな。
And it seems like Rintaro had the exact same idea.
えー
You truly are an innocent soul, Mayuri.
ああい
She,
や、なんでもない。
Mayuri looked confused and completely oblivious. Just how it should be.
とにかくハート型のポップは不許可だ。うちが怪しい店に見えてしまう。
そうかな。可愛いと思うけどな。
So Mayuri really wants to buy that
可
heart.
愛くなくていいんだって。
And again, we're just making advertising for a green grocer anyway, so my original intention not to interfere had gone by the wayside.
そもそもこれ以上買っても絶対余るぞ。
My shopping cart was filled with cardstock of various colors and shapes.
これだけあれば当分困らないだろう。
Considering how much material that we're buying, probably.
そうだね。じゃあここまでにしよう。
But Mayuri seems happy enough, so why not? We went to the cash register to check out. Since it was a Saturday, the checkout area was overflowing with shopping carts. Since it was going to take a while, I sent Mayuri to browse the toy section on another floor. I knew they'd have some stuff from one of her favorite shows, right at Kakuru. Mayuri looked apologetic, but did what I told her to. We'll handle the checkout. In the end, I waited a whole 15 minutes at the register. As an apology, I decided to get the present I promised her. She seemed really happy as she stared at the keychain. Oh, that's right. We've only just purchased this wonderful item on this particular world line. It was Upa, the mascot character from the Rainet Kakiru series. I told her if she wanted, when she went over to the toy section, she could pick out anything she wanted, and this is what she chose.
ウーパならもう 大量に持ってるならずいぶん嬉しそうだな。
Unfortunately, her vaunted metal Upa, the pride and joy of her entire collection, is sadly in Russia right now thanks to a certain Dr. Nakabachi.
しかもそれって普通の緑色のウーパだろ。レアなやつじゃないよな。
This is a different kind of rare Upa.
レアなのは確かメタルウーパだっけか。
A metal Upa that is lost, forever lost to us for all time. The most popular and rarest of the Upas was the shiny silver metal Upa. For example, there was a lottery for rare Rainet Kagiru stuff at convenience stores. Whenever there was a lottery for such items, the top prize was always a metal Upa. And yet on the 28th of July, on the 7th floor of the radio building, the first thing that Rintaro managed to get in a toy machine was none other than a metal Upa. Mayuri had once told me that they sold for tens of thousands of yen at the auction. That was after we lost said Upa. By the way, 10,000 yen basically... 10,000 yen basically amounts to, I think maybe $100? I'm not sure. Probably though, I'm pretty sure that's right. But it seems like we're being chided by none other than Mayuri. For some reason, Mayuri was wagging her finger at me. You are definitely not a connoisseur of Upas, Rintaro. When it comes to the world of Upas, Mayuri has us all beat.
これはね、緑のウーパさんだけど、普通のとは違うの。この前やってた映画に登場した緑の妖精さんウーパなんだよ。
Indeed, it is as Mayuri says. It's a green fairy Upa. Come to think of it, there had been a Rainet Kagiru movie out in spring. Had Mayuri sat in a theater full of little kids to watch it? The only 16-year-old? Probably.
緑の妖精さん？
映画のネタバレしてもいいかな
？I'm sure
いい
we
ぞ、
won't mind.
どうせ見ないし。
今回の映画はね、バーチャル世界で悪のスーパーハッカーさんたちとバトルをするんだ。
I wonder if it's Daru with a villainous moustache. Probably.
そのバーチャル世界が妖精さんの住む森なのです。
Well, at least it's not the digital world. That would
ス
get
ーパー
very
ハッカー
confusing.
さんはすごく強くてね、かけるくんもウーパもピンチになっちゃうんだけど、もうダメだーっていう時にね、妖精さんたちが助けに来てくれるの。実はその妖精さんたちはかけるくんがお世話をしてた学校の花壇のお花さんたちだったんだよ。いつも優しくしてくれるかけるくんを助けるためにね、バーチャル世界でピカピカーって光ってウーパと合体するんだ。それがこの緑の妖精さんウーパ。すっごくかわいいし、すっごく強いんだよ。まゆし、感動したな。そういう話に弱いんだ。監督さん天才だよ。
You truly are hopelessly lost romantic, Mayuri Shina.
なるほどな。
It was rare to see Mayuri get this excited about something. I took a closer look and saw that the design was a little different from the standard Upa. I didn't know a lot about them, so I couldn't say exactly what was different.
このキーホル
Except
ダ
it
ー
has
ね
wings.
結構あちこち探してたんだ。すっごく人気があってね、どこも売り切れだったんだよ。まさかハンズに残ってるなんて思わなかったな。
It seems that Rintaro has incredible luck when it comes to acquiring Ubers.
ラッキーだったな。
I think that's Mayuri's line, Rintaro.
うん。しかもこれが最後の1個だったん
Or
だよ。
maybe, no, she was the one that got the ferry Uber.
今日は来てよかった。オカリンとおじさんには感謝しなくちゃ。
Believe me, Mayuri, no thanks are necessary. Mayuri took the tag of the keychain, got a house key out of her bag and carefully attached it.
ねえオカリン、マユシーね、これずっと大切にするね。
I have no doubt of that, Mayuri. No doubts
Oh,
whatsoever.
そうしてくれ。くれぐれも買って5分でなくしたりしないようにな。
It happened before, after all. But we are going to remember that, unfortunately. Well, like the middle loop I'd won for at the radio building. Mayuri had lost it no more than 5 minutes after I gave it to her. I wonder if she'd ever found it. I didn't really want to remember that time in my life, so my memory of what happened to the middle Uber was vague. Allow me to fill in the blanks, Rintaro. It was picked up by none other than Kurisu Makase, and then put into the envelope which contained her time travel paper, which was sadly stolen by Nakabachi when he flew to Russia. Yeah, definitely didn't want to remember that. But it happened.
もう絶対になくさないのです。
Mayuri is pretty adamant on this matter. The two of us started to head back.
オカリンのお店のポップ張り切って作るね。
ああ、その作業があったな。
Well, at least one of us is feeling happy at the moment. I've been thinking that the job was done once we brought the materials. The real work actually began now,
俺も手伝おうか。
much to our disappointment.
大丈夫。マユシーのセンスを信じてほしいな。
Seems like Mayuri is going all out on this one.
ハートマークのポップを買おうとしてた時点でセンスを疑うぞ。
And again, we have our reservations.
大丈夫だよ。
まあ、ポップを作ってくれるだけでもありがたいから文句は言わないけどな。
Well, just need to keep an eye out though, because after all, on the Alpha World line, when Rintaro and Suzuha were looking for Suzuha's missing father, who they hadn't yet found out was Daru, Mayuri helped out with the search as well. Although, if memory serves, her contribution didn't exactly help matters much.
お母さんにメールしなきゃ。晩ご飯までには帰りますって。
It seems like she's not going back to the lab.
なんならうちで食べてってもいいぞ。どうせ親父やおふくろが引き止めるだろうし。
どうしようかな。オカリンは今日はこの後ずっと家にいるの？合コンとか行かない？
I actually think we want to avoid university fraternity activities while we
最
can.
近は全然行ってないよ。
It's probably for the best. Last fall, when I was trying to become a normal college kid, I forced myself to go to as many as possible, which was a huge colossal mistake. But lately I've been so busy with my studies that I hadn't had a chance.
そっか。じゃあごちそうになっていこうかな。
Mayuri took out her phone and started to type something when... And Mayuri seems troubled by something. Her expression suddenly darkened. She stopped moving.
どうした？
ついさっきね、楓さんからメールが来てて気づかなかったよ。どうしよう、うかり。
It seems like she got a message from Kaede. Mayuri seemed like she was on the verge of tears.
何かあったのか？
ねえ、おかり。前に言ってたよね。吹雪ちゃんは病気なんかじゃないって。
吹雪ちゃん？中瀬さんのことか？来島さんの方じゃなくて？
あれって本当に病気じゃないんだよね。
I'm pretty sure she isn't.
違うはずだ。
でも。
And yet Mayuri still seems sad. Mayuri showed me her phone. Fubuki's back in the hospital. I'm on my way. Here's the
また
location.
入院しただって。
That's not a good sign. I couldn't believe what I was seeing on the screen. Looks like we're heading over there right away. Fubuki was at a different location than before. This time it was at the AH Tokyo General Hospital High-Tech Medical Center in Yoyogi. And you know, it may just be me, but I somewhat getting the feeling like we've already somehow experienced all this from before. Again, maybe it's just my imagination, but I can't really shake this feeling of existential deja vu. But I wonder. But anyway, when we return, adventurers, we shall check up on Fubuki's health at the Tokyo General Hospital, because pronouncing the name in its entirety is a little too much. But with that, I leave you. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.